Hey everyone, it's the Eurobandit here once again with another audio gear review, and this time I'm gonna do a review of my early 80s Pioneer CT-720 stereo cassette deck. And this is also the last look at this cassette deck, because you're not gonna see this cassette deck on video anymore. This is the last time you'll see it. You did see this thing mostly in my stereo collection updates, and it used to sit over here in my main setup which is kind of a mess right now, but I'll get it sorted out. It's a smaller sized unit, as you can see, which means that it can fit in tighter spaces, which is a great thing. It's obviously standard hi-fi width, which is about 42 to 43 centimeters. The reason why I'm selling this one is because my collection is quite big and I usually keep only things that I like. So this one, despite it being really nice and I like it, but it's nothing I would keep. The only things I will keep will be the high-end ones, you know, the more expensive ones, or the ones that I really like, and this isn't one of them, even though it's in near mint condition. I mean, it's not that perfect, but it's almost free of scratches and whatnot, and it's in really good condition. But as I said, it's nothing special other than some of its features, which I'm gonna soon go through. So, nice and typical matte black cover with the aluminum faceplate, nice silver finish. It's a tiny bit brushed, as you can see, so no cheap design over here. Beautiful shiny main section, which has most of the controls, the color and the display. And why I bought it in the very first place was because it was direct drive and I needed a direct drive cassette deck back then. Now this is not my only direct drive one. I do have a Technics over here, which might end up being in my setup, but not now. Now I'm trying different things, and my main setup will never kind of be permanent, other than the speakers of course, but the amplifiers and cassette decks will be different from now, because I don't have space to have a setup where I can only have my favorite things. So therefore I'm gonna keep on testing things and see what I like, see what I don't, you know, sell whatever I don't like. Now, as far as the price, I'm not really sure how much these things are worth, but if you can find one in this condition for about 30 to 40 euros, you got a very good deal, because it's a very good cassette deck. It's huge value for money. Obviously not a high-end thing, but it's obviously in the mid-ends. About 40 to 50 euros. Now in 2016 it will be a decent price for this thing, because you'll get a lot for that amount. And I'm gonna go through the features, but first I'm gonna power it on. Here's the power button. Press that, and this is the beautiful blue line series, as Pioneer used to call them. And eject, as you can see, obviously has auto reverse, the head flips, which is nice. 2 pinch rollers, as you can see, a very well built piece of equipment. The eject is alright, not as smooth as you would expect it to be, but again, this is not a high-end or very expensive cassette deck. Right, so some of the features are even listed on the cassette door itself. First we got the power button. Here's the timer control, off, record and play. The eject button, obviously. 3 direct drive more tapes, so it does have 3 more, which is very good. It obviously has auto reverse and music search, which is a nice feature as well. I did use it every once in a while. And over here, as you can see, we have a mechanical counter. This is the LED for the music / skip when you wanna fast forward or rewind to the next or previous song. This is the reset button for the counter. This is the direction control for the auto reverse, tape selector, normal, chrome, metal. Dolby on and off. Obviously never use Dolby, so I'm never turning that one on. Music search button, on or off. Press it once to turn it on, press it again to turn it off. And these are your controls: rewind, fast forward, stop, play, pause, record. Over here is the record mute button, and this is the record level knob for both channels individually, dual path obviously. And then this is the microphone jacks for the left and right, so 2 mono microphones. And now let's insert the cassette. There. Press play over here. And as you can see, it just did change the direction. And it will start playing in no time, and you'll see these beautiful digital meters. Even though I prefer the analog view meters, I like these as well. But of course, if I were to choose, I will obviously pick the beautiful analog view meters. Pretty damn quiet. You do hear the motor spinning, and it's spinning all the time even when you don't play the cassette. As far as the sound quality, it's excellent, I like it. It doesn't sound bad at all. Of course, it's a maintained cassette deck. I did clean the heads and demagnetize it. It definitely sounds as it did back when it was new. So this is the rewind. Just look how quickly it rewinds, and when I press fast forward, it just quickly changes the direction without stopping, and that's the advantage of a direct drive cassette deck. So let's do it again. So rewind and press fast forward and see how it changes the direction. Rewind, fast forward, stop, and let's take the cassette out. Really powerful motors. Let's turn it off and let's take a look at the underside. As you can see, there's this plastic piece which is for a mechanism, because they wanted to make this thing as compact and as small as possible. As you can see, if they were to remove this part here, they would have had to make it taller. They wanted to make it so standard. Since the mechanism takes a bit more space, they did a good job stuffing it underneath it. And it's quite heavy for its size, so that means that it's really well built. This is pretty much how the backside looks like, as you can see. Really nice, and it's obviously made in Japan, very important. And it does have the line in and line out for the record and play. Standard RCA connections. This is the voltage selector, set to 220 volts. Integrated power cable. It's about 22 centimeters long, so you can pretty much fit it in tight spaces, and about 10 centimeters tall, including the feet as well. So overall, it's a really great cassette deck. I like it, and I definitely recommend it. Well, anyway, this was a review of my early 80s Pioneer CT-720 direct drive cassette deck. Hope you liked this video. If you did, why not? Thumbs up. Check out my other videos, and if you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.